Hello and good evening, Rich Rebel fans, and welcome to another edition of Rich High School Lady Basketball. This is our pregame show today, brought to you by Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau. That's Bear Lake, Utah, and Idaho. The best family vacations happen here. Plan your vacation today. Visit bearlake.org. Today, the Rebels will be taking on the Tabiona Tigers in what is the third matchup between these two teams on the year, as they are region opponents, splitting that matchup 1-1 each. The Rebels getting the last one back in Randolph, and Tabiona getting the win in Tabiona last time earlier in the season. Rich v. Tabiona round 2. If we're making a movie series, it'd be Rich versus Tabiona. This time it's personal. No, these two teams have really great chemistry in terms of a rivalry with each other, and that is a thing. Believe me, having good chemistry with your rival in terms of producing a great product and basketball, it's happened twice this year against the Rich Rebels and the Tabiona Tigers when they've played each other. It's going to be a really, really fun one. We're about 10 minutes away from tip-off. I'll be your eyes and your ears as the Tabiona Tigers will be playing Rich here for a chance to stamp a ticket to the state championship tomorrow. We'll be back in 30 seconds on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Lady Basketball on 98.3 The Wildlife.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
So this is the reserve at Bear Lake, most beautiful place in the world. Come here and find out how you can buy your own Airbnb property and help pay for itself, or just come here and enjoy a second home. And sports courts, pools, hot tubs, access to 200 miles of mountain trails. Brand new homes now starting at $600,000. Quarter shares starting at $250,000. Would like to invite you to be part of that. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Welcome back to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. This is where the Rich Rebels will be taking on Tabiona here in the Sevier Valley Center for a chance to punch their way into a state championship matchup. The winner of this game will meet Paiute, the number 1 ranked Paiute T-Birds. Just took care of business against Panguitch. Quite a bit of breathing room at the very end for Paiute. They win by +10. So, let's go ahead and dip into our scene set today, brought to you by My Local Radio. The scene set for your business to increase in 2022 is through mylocalradio.com. Advertise more with My Local Radio. All right, the Rich Rebels and the Tabiona Tigers. We're going to go ahead and look first at Tabiona. The Tabiona Tigers here, as I have the wrong logo up here, of course. The Tabiona Tigers are going to be coming into this tournament ranked second in all of the RPI. They came in despite losing their last game to Rich. They're 20-4 all-time, 5-1 in region. That one lone region loss coming to Rich at the very end, season finale, and a home matchup back at home as the Rich Rebels came away with the W. They come into this game very confident. They want to get to the state championship, and that has been their goal since the beginning. As for the Rich Rebels, you're also looking at a team that wants to get to the state championship. This is a very solid bracket, and the matchup here between Tabiona and Rich is going to produce a game and a half. I expect it to come down to the wire, as the last two games have before. The Rich Rebels are playing their best basketball of the year, have not skipped a beat, have handily won their two matchups there in the second round and in the quarterfinals in this state tournament, beating Milford, and they beat Milford and ICS early on in this tournament. The Rebels have hit their stride at the right time, and the rumblings and the rumors at the very beginning of this tournament say Rich is the team that's going to push everybody and make a run at the state championship. And guess what? They're in the driver's seat to do that. The Tigers, very defensively minded. They've kept scores low in the past, and between the Tabiona Tigers and the Rich Rebels, it's come down to the wire every single time. Looking back on what the Tigers have done in this tournament, They've beat Bryce Valley 43-22 in the second round and then squeaked away with a win against Escalante 34-33. A 3 by Sicily Fabrizio at the very end of that game sealed enough of enough breathing room for them to outlast Escalante at the very, very end. That one was very, very tight. So that is your scene set today, brought to you by mylocalradio.com. Let's go ahead, hear from our sponsors. We're about 5 minutes away from tip-off, and then we'll go ahead and start a very highly anticipated matchup between these two teams. Cody Olsen coming to you live from the Sevier Valley Center. Semifinal matchup, Rich Rebels, Tabiona Tigers, back again in 30 seconds.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you will get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Atlas Home Care and Hospice provides skilled nursing and physical therapy services in your home in Rich County. In-home service providers include Natalie Cornea, Kylie Argyle, Brady Stokes, and Bradley Holmes. Call Atlas Home Care and Hospice today.
When you enter the city limits of the town of Woodruff, the sign welcomes you to the town of coldest temps and warmest hearts. Settled in 1870, we celebrate the values of kindness, compassion, and friendliness, knowing that a community's greatness may best be measured by the compassionate actions of its members. Mayor Scott Savey and council members Raymond Franson, Millie Bradshaw, Seiko Webb, and Monica Schultes, with clerk Lisa Bell, welcome you and say,
Go Ridge Rebels!
Pam Cornea with Town & Country Realty in beautiful Bear Lake enthusiastically supports the Rich High Rebels.
After all, I raised 4 of them, from football, basketball, wrestling to volleyball. I supported them all. I bleed blue.
The Caribbean of the Rockies, Bear Lake, offers a variety of activities in every season. Pam would love to assist you in finding your own Bear Lake retreat. Call her today, 435-779-0012.
We welcome you back to the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau pregame show. Visit bearlake.org to find hot new deals this winter. We're going into spring now, even in the springtime. Find some fun action and some fun getaways. That's bearlake.org. Lots of stuff you can do around in the Bear Lake area, especially when things start to warm up. End of basketball season is right in front of us. At least 2 more games for the girls, including this one, win or loss, and 1 more game for the boys basketball program as they won earlier in the day against the Monticello Buckaroos. They have punched their ticket to the Consolation Championship tomorrow at 11:30 at Richfield High School. I'd like to thank Pam Cornea at Town & Country Realty. That's selling Bear Lake in Utah and Idaho. Call Pam Cornea at 435-779-0012. Pam Cornea does a fantastic job, and she is a Rich Rebel at heart. Raising Rebels is the name of her game, as well as getting you in to the realty in the Bear Lake area. About 2.5 minutes left separate us from the beginning of this semifinal matchup. We'll go ahead and listen to a couple words from our sponsors and get ready for tip-off. Before we start, we'll dip into our Lake Town ledger before Mayor Burdett, Weston Council members Dallas Clark, Gary Ogilvie, Eldon Robinson. Make sure that the town of Laketown is here to support the Rich Rebels as well. We'll look back at how these two teams met last time and what it meant. Come back to you in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
When you think about Bear Lake, think family, fun, fishing, beaches, boats, green, and great food. Think water, wildlife, trails, and shakes, snow, scenery, and sun. Think summer. Go to bearlake.org and plan your visit today. Visit Scenic Idaho.
Success is no accident. It comes from constant hard work, perseverance, sacrifice, and learning from failure. Laketown Mayor Burdett Weston and council members Dallas Clark, Gary Ogilvie, Eldon Robinson, and Delora Wright encourage the Rich High Rebels to continue to do whatever it takes to succeed in academics, activities, and athletics. The Town Council and citizens of Laketown celebrate the success of all the students and staff in the Rich School District.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Rich Rebel fans, welcome to the start of the semifinal matchup between the Rich Rebels and the Tabiona Tigers. We saw this possibility on the bracket and just can't help but feel like it was a crash course in destiny that those two teams are going to meet. Round 3 coming up between these two teams. The last time these two teams met, the Rich Rebels, a 5-point swing at the very end of the ball game, 22 seconds left, allowed for a win for the Rebels. Here we go. Brittany Lamborn will be getting the start today for the Rich Rebels here in our semifinal matchup. Lamborn comes shooting out. Comes to give high fives for Coach Lundgren. Darlene Peterson also there. Mackenzie Smith. Taylor McKee also in the one that's going to be leading this charge as a point guard. Ambria Lutz, who has been, dare I say, one of the players that has been a, media sensation. She's been putting up great numbers. She's been been very efficient and scoring from beyond the arc. And you know how much the media loves scoring from beyond the arc. We get our very own Steph Curry here. All right, here's the starting lineup for the Tabiona Tigers. Abby Long, Cicely Fabrizio, Madison Rhodes, McKinley Strebel, and Gracie Fabrizio. That is your starting lineup for the Tabiona Tigers. The teams have come out onto the court on either side of the orange S, standing for Sevier Valley Center or Snow College. Man, electricity in the air right now as the stadium filling up. Lots of Rich Rebel fans and a huge student section for the Rebels. The whole school seems to have come out to support them. Darlene Peterson and Abby Rhodes set to tip off here. Our tip-off today. Long over to the far sideline, won by the Rebels inside feed. Mackenzie Smith getting some space, up and in, and good. Mackenzie Smith striking early, and the Rich Rebels find her early on. Now, our starting lineup was brought to you by Lutz Construction and Excavation today. All right, here comes the Tabiona Tigers, and a quick foul on Brittany Lamborn. She runs over Madison Rhodes as Madison set a screen for Abby at the very top of the arc as she worked her way left. Brittany tried to fight over the top of the screen, instead kind of went through the screen, and that's the first foul on the Rebels. First one for Lamborn. Inbound, high over the top. Cicely Fabrizio pulling it down with the left hand right in front of our media table and in front of the Rich Rebel bench. Far sideline from Strebel, back up for Fabrizio. Abby Rhodes, also an all-state selection. Going to go ahead to the left again, and 2 fouls quickly on Brittany Lamborn as she did the exact same thing that she did 30 seconds ago, and Lamborn's going to get 2 fouls within the first 30 seconds of the ball game. Violet Taylor's going to come out. I don't think anybody called out those screens for Lamborn, and she's trying to say so sticky, tight, and close on Abby Rhodes that she gets 2 personal fouls running over the screen. Abby Rhodes working her way right, gets a screen up to the top. They're going to try and free Rhodes as much as they can. Strebel on the far corner, thought about the 3, pumps, inside feed. Rhodes blocked away and deflected. Violet Taylor with the defense. Lutz far down the sideline for McKee. McKee driving up and missing that layup. Far rebound, grabbed by Mackenzie Smith. Smith up for Darlene Peterson. Cross-court pass over to the left side for Violet Taylor. Taylor kick out for McKee at the top of the arc. Peterson fading away, off the glass, off to the right, no good. A rebound by Rhodes, and a travel violation called on Abby Rhodes as she got the rebound and took a couple steps. I thought for sure that they were going to call Darlene Peterson trying to rip that ball out, almost like a football drill, stripping the ball out. Instead, it's going to be a turnover on the Tigers. Ball stays with Rich. Crawford Trough inbound. McKee slipping around a couple different defenders. Up and in on the layup and good. Rebels out by 4 early in our first quarter, brought to you by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Abby Rhodes again getting the screen Violet Taylor up and underneath is going to block that shot into the arms of Mackenzie Smith. Here comes McKee down into the middle, across the S and over to the left side. The Rebels in their all blue. McKee gets fouled and one! McKee wasting absolutely no time, and the Rebels are not scared whatsoever. McKee shot into the lane and put it up and in, and one for Taylor McKee, the senior leader for this Rich Rebel squad. She goes to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line for the first time this game. Up and just a little bit to the right. Fabrizio rips it off the glass for the defensive rebound. Down into the corner. Strebel back up for Fabrizio. That's a mouthful if you ever want to say it. Sicily to Gracie. Back up. They're trying to hit those corners, trying to free up the defense inside. Fabrizio shoots that shot right on the left elbow. It shoots right back off to her long rebound. Now a three. No good. That's from Gracie. Another offensive rebound, and the ball goes careening into the backcourt after it was last touched by the Tabiona Tigers. Sicily Fabrizio bending over, yelling to tell her team, we got to calm down. They're a little bit uptight right now, and it's easy to see from the broadcast booth and here in the arena. Rebels with a Crawford Trough inbound in Tabiona territory. McKee kick out for Lutz. Couldn't hold on to it. She had a little bit of room to take that three. Little dump inside. Darlene Peterson with the left hand up and in. The Rebels, like a well-oiled machine, working in tandem. 5:20 left here in our first quarter. They're up 8-0. Tabiona and Abby Long working at the very top of the arc, trying to free herself up to find something inside. Sicily out to Gracie on the far corner. Rebels not wanting to give up those short threes on the corner. Other than the two fouls by Brittany Lamborn, everything has come up the Rebels so far early in this game. Abby Long, kick out, drive, no good. Sicily at the very top of the arc. Sicily hit a huge three at the very end of the Escalante game. Speaking of a three, here's Gracie Fabrizio off into the corner. Another offensive rebound and a foul. Darlene Peterson collapsing in on Madison Rhodes as the ball fell like a gift from heaven into her hands about 5 feet away. She went to go put it back, and Darlene fouled her. Madison Rhodes to the free throw line. First one short. Bounces off of the front, goes right back into the key. No good. Into rebound, both Fabrizios and Madison shooting. Rebels boxing out, rims out, and Darlene Peterson and Gracie Fabrizio both battle. It shoots out the back line, last touched by Tabiona. They need somebody to inbound. Here comes a little bit of pressure from Tabiona. Full court pressure, that is. The backcourt for the Rebels, very solid. Going to try and dribble out of it. Ambria Lutz, right across. Did not cross the half-court line fully. Goes right back for Taylor McKee. McKee gets bumped. Abby Rhodes taking it away all the way coast to coast. Stops. Dumps it off to her left. The ball rims out. No good on the rebound. And a foul. Tabiona reaches in this time on Darlene Peterson. She'll get fouled, and that's a push. One's on Mercedes Rhodes, her first. They're double teaming McKee. There's Violet Taylor trying to dribble out of it right inside their own back court. Here's McKee spinning off of Sicily. Out to the right side, Violet Taylor almost lost the basketball. Goes back up at the top for Darlene, out to the left. Here's a three from Mackenzie Smith. That one's good! T7 Propane, Mackenzie Smith, and the Rebels are all smiles. They're jumping around, hugging on their sideline as a timeout is called. My goodness. It's just so fun to be around in the arena when a team is doing so well. A big three by Mackenzie Smith, and everything coming up Rebels' way right now in quarter number one so far. They're up 11-0. in the first quarter. We'll keep it here. Gary and Amber McKee, most highest volume realtors in the Bear Lake Valley, want you to call them to find your new home in Bear Lake. That's 435-946-8888. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Just to recap what we saw here in the fast break, the Tabiona Tigers implement a type of full court pressure, not necessarily any type of zone or trap, but they're just trying to slow down and to pressure the backcourt of Rich. However, with 3 very good ball handlers in the Rich backcourt, they were able to dribble past the initial front line, had numbers 3-on-2, a kick inside. Darlene Peterson looked for the extra pass on the outside, on the near side, and Mackenzie Smith found herself alone, nailed it, a big three-pointer. All right, back out onto the court. Here come these teams. Abby Rhodes coming across the half-court line. There's a timeout taken, Independent Software Solutions timeout, and I think Tabiona really wants to find some points right now. 3 thought about here from Mercedes Rhodes. She dribbles and is hounded until a Rich Rebel deflects it out of the baseline. Tabiona will take it. Abby will do the inbound duties here on the near side of the basket. Into the short corner, Fabrizio up to the top. Rhodes for 3. That one short, no good. Ping pongs off the backboard. Violet Taylor collects it. Darlene Peterson out on the right side wing, and the Rebels are back in their offensive set. Reestablishing themselves into the right particular order. Taylor McKee dribbles left. Darlene Peterson with the screen. Another kick out 3 for Ambria Lutz. That one off. Careens far out to the far side, collected by Tabiona. Abby Rhodes. Crossover, trying to get a screen and a little bit of a move. Blocked by Mackenzie Smith. Stays with Tabiona. Smith poked it away before Rhodes could fling it up and off the backboard as she drove into the key with the right hand. 2:59, 11-0 for the Rich Rebels. Inbound, and Mercedes runs out of time, decides to bounce it off of the thigh. The left thigh of Mackenzie Smith to buy herself more time, and it rolls out of bounds. There's a little bit of a reset here. Mercedes looking all the way across the court. Box out and a good closeout and a steal. Rich County steal by Taylor McKee. Down the court already. Good vision. Darlene Peterson hard on the layup. No good. Cicely Fabrizio weaving in and out of a couple Rich Rebel defenders. Here they go on offense again. Drive, kick out, Cicely pumps at the very top of the arc. On the right side elbow, takes the jumper. That one, good. Cicely bouncing off the defense, and the first points here for Tabiona, 11-2. McKee, calm and cool across the midcourt line and through the half circle. She works her way to the left, comes back to the right, calling for a screen. Pick and roll, screen, and a pass for Darlene Peterson on the right side elbow. Darlene holding it high above her head, using her height, finds Violet Taylor working up against Fabrizio. Push shot there on the right block, no good. It thought about falling in, did not, and decided then to fall out. Abby Rhodes, step back 3, good. Here comes a 5-point swing for Tabiona. Lundgren calling in the offense, telling McKee what to run here. McKee screaming out directions to her teammates both left and right. Wing extended to the left, up to the top for Lutz. Right side McKee keeping it in safe. Here comes another shot for Violet Taylor and a walk. Violet Taylor had good position, just kind of rolled her ankle a little bit, kind of awkward, and that made her try and catch herself with her feet. Here's a walk, a turnover for the Rich Rebels. That timeout doing wonders for Coach Fabrizio for the Tabiona Tigers. They've been able to come back with a 5-point swing of their own. Substitution, Haiti Pugmire and Ellie Argyle back into the ballgame for the first time. Lamborn set to check in at the end here. Rhodes driving right. Gives it up for Cicely. Double screens are what Tabiona's doing at the very top of the arc to free up their guards right now. It's worked a little bit. Pugmire coming back up to help. Swaps back down. Gracie Fabrizio driving baseline. Picks up her dribble. helped out by Rhodes. Abby resetting, recollecting. Here comes that double screen we've seen all season, shaking off the defender. Pugmire has to come up to help. Right side, Tabiona. Abby pulling it out to the left, up to the top again. Mercedes driving right. Sicily steps into a three, thought about it, no. Eats it, gives it up back up to the top for Rhodes. Abby not settling for anything other than points. Rhodes gets her own rebound after the miss, stolen away by Ellie Argyle. Rich County steal. Lundgren telling his team to push it. McKee out on the right side wing, crossover dribble, stolen away. Mercedes Rhodes has the basketball across the half-court line. She's going the other way. One-on-one versus McKee. Stop. No good. Short on the layup. Here they go. Numbers 3-on-2. Pugmire. Three taken from Violet Taylor just off to the left. No good after the end of one. 11-4 for the Rich Rebels. What a mouthful. And what an exciting first quarter. Don't go anywhere. Stay here for more basketball action. Semifinal matchup, Rich Rebels, Tabiona Tigers, here on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports, 98.3 The Wildlife.
Whether it's for your home, your ranch, your equipment, or your business, when you need propane, count on the best. T7 Propane in Woodruff. The safe and professional team at T7 Propane offers quality product and the most responsive propane service in the area, so you can enjoy the affordability, reliability, and efficiency of propane. For heating, cooking, grilling, motor fuel, and more, count on the team at T7 for your personal or business propane needs. 435-793-4208.
Hey, Rich Rebel fans, welcome back here for our Stacy's Repair second quarter. Recapping the first, the Rich Rebels go out to an 11-0 lead midway through the first quarter, then kind of stuck in tar sand in the second half of that first quarter. Stops, did not score any more points in the first. As for the Tabiona Tigers, they come away with 5 points quickly after a big three by Abby Rhodes. Tabiona will take it as the Rich Rebels won the opening possession. At the beginning of the ball game, Abby Rhodes strutting across the line. They're going from left to right on your radio dial. Tabiona in their all whites. Lamborn trying to split those double screens to free up Abby Rhodes. Mercedes up atop the top of the arc. Toss off for Sicily. Back again for Abby. Slowing down, nothing really happening right now as Rhodes and the Tigers not wanting to shoot the basketball, not trying to give anything up. I think they're trying to freeze the Rebels right now. Last touch there by Tabiona. Rhodes tried to seal off Lamborn, but she couldn't hold on to it. Ball hits the standard behind the basket. Here comes a Crawford Trough inbound. Ambria Lutz, who's been held quiet in the first quarter, now with the basketball. She's the lone ball handler here, at least a point guard in this set. Taylor McKee not here anymore. Lutz finds some space, puts it up. It's going to shoot off to the right. No good. Does not hit the rim, only the backboard. Abby Long going in her convoy across after the defensive rebound. Another screen coming up, and Brittany Lamborn's going to have to try and fight over the top of them all game long. She only has she has 2 personal fouls at the moment. You have to keep an eye on that. That's the only fouls besides one other one by Darlene Peterson. Rhodes driving up and over, no good. Ball tipped by Ellie Argyle out of bounds. Could not hold on to it. Stays with Tabiona. McKee coming back into the game. Ambria Lutz will come out. 6:32, 11-5, your reading on the Station on Main scoreboard. Abby inbounding duties. Goes up and over the top for Sicily. Nobody open. 3 taken by Mercedes. That one off the back iron high. Cassidy Grohl trying to save it. Bounces off of her. Almost goes out of bounds. And Taylor McKee tried to keep it in, trying to save her body and the ball. Almost went into the chairs on the Rich Rebel bench. Tabiona keeps it. They'll go up to the top for Sicily. Mercedes, another 3. Off the backboard, Long, no good. Pugmire with a rebound. Outlet for McKee. She goes left for Lamborn. In for Pugmire. Pugmire looking to score. Kicks it out for Argyle. Down the left side baseline. Floater underneath the backboard. No good. Ball on the ground. Argyle and a couple Tigers wrapping each other up for the basketball. Dual possession stays with the Rich Rebels. That's our Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball. Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho, wishing the Rebels good luck. Laney Bagley checking in for the Tigers. In for Madison Rhodes, who comes out. Pugmire on the near side of the basket. Out for Argyle on the near side. Pugmire using her body, goes up and into the body of Laney Bagley. Foul, and she'll go to the line for 2. Kind of got bailed out by that foul as Pugmire had backed her way down underneath the basket, try and spread her back out. Did not make it. Here comes Pugmire's first shot up and good. That stops the cold streak for the Rich Rebels. Now they have points here in the second quarter, 12-5. Darlene comes in. Ellie's going to come out. Out onto the floor for the Rich Rebels, Peterson, Lamborn, Pugmire, McKee, and Grohl. Second one by Pugmire. Back iron, high rebound, ripped down by the Tabiona Tigers. Cicely Fabrizio leading the convoy. Back into their offensive set quickly. Gracie wasn't looking for the basketball, comes back to it on the right side. Kick out for Strebel, back up again for Fabrizio. Fabrizio crossover screen and an offensive foul. Called by our official crew as an extension of the arm by Laney Bagley. She tried to make space up against McKee. Grohl's going to come out and Ambria Lutz will come into the ball game. Still 11-5. It should be 12-5. There we go. I was a little ahead of the curve. I'm a trendsetter here for the radio. Stoppage of play. Our officials are kind of discussing with one another. Now they come over right in front of the Rich Rebel bench on the far sideline, 3/4 of the way through the court, in for Ambria Lutz. Lutz just puts it right back for McKee, and she'll pilot this offense now for this offensive set. Right wing Lamborn keeps it in the triple threat position. Back up to the top, a drive and kick. McKee inside Pugmire. Pugmire has some space, puts it up. Had a good shot, no good. Shoots off right. Here comes Tabiona again. Fabrizio rolling left out to Strebel. And a reset up for Abby Rhodes. Rhodes getting a screen here. On the court, Taylor Thomas for Tabiona. In the corner, Gracie Fabrizio. She chucks that one up and good. So there comes that soft spot of the zone the Rich Rebels had. A 3-ball by Gracie Fabrizio on the near corner, and our score 12-8. Coach Lundgren calling the offense. Left, McKee finds a little bit of a lane, up and one. And one opportunity for Taylor McKee. Again, she puts it upon her shoulders to drive into the teeth of the defense, gets fouled and one. That one's on Cicely, her first foul of the ball game. 4:40 left before halftime. Violet Taylor set to check in. Off the back, no good. Falls off to the left of the basket. Cicely Fabrizio and company working her way to the right. Abby Rhodes guarded by Lamborn. Lamborn, after picking up 2 personal fouls in the first 30 seconds, has stayed away from it so far. Lamborn working underneath the screen. They're trying to free up Abby Rhodes. She goes out to the left, spinning around on the left elbow. Out into the corner, Strebel. Strebel and Gracie Fabrizio sit in those short, those little corners on the side, near the sideline, just to stretch out the defense. They want to be a threat. Hands up in the air, screams Coach Lundgren. Here's Cicely driving against Ambria, still nowhere to go. Gracie over the top, cross-court pass, Strebel. Rhodes collects again, she takes the 3. Rhodes open, puts it down straight away, a 3-ball. 14-11. Tabiona has come back into the ball game. 3:30 left before halftime. Darlene Peterson at the top of the arc, over to the left inside feed Pugmire. Pugmire, dribble bounce pass for Darlene, off the backboard, no good. Collected An established Tabiona working into their offense now. Sicily looks over at Coach Fabrizio. No dead ball as Violet Taylor and Mackenzie Smith have been wanting to get in the ballgame for a minute. A dribble drive and about 8 feet out. A score on a jumper from Sicily Fabrizio, and Tabiona's come back into the ballgame. 14-13, a timeout, Independent Software Solutions timeout taken by Rich. They want to think this one over, come up with some offensive game planning. We'll come back in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
You rely on your vehicle every day. Make sure your ride gets the best service, repairs, and maintenance possible. Stacy's Repair in Woodruff provides the highest quality, the latest technology, and the newest equipment to give your vehicle the absolute best auto care available. Family owned and operated since 1992, your friends at Stacy's Repair promise to always deliver value and outstanding, honest, and knowledgeable service, regardless of repair size or difficulty. Stacy's Repair, the ones who truly care.
Welcome back to our Stacy's Repair second quarter. Rich up 14-13 after scoring 11 straight points in the very beginning of the game. Rich has only scored 3 since that point. And Tabiona has gone on a 13-3 run in the second quarter. Here comes the inbound for the Rebels. McKee, Lutz, Peterson, Taylor, and Smith are out there on the court currently for the Rebels. McKee out for Lutz at the very top of the arc. Lutz sets up for 3. She gets partially blocked. Strebel grabs it underneath the basket as Lutz wanted that 3 ball. That was a design 3. They didn't think that they would come up and close out as quickly as they did. Lutz puts that one a little bit short after the missed 3. Here's Tabiona. Taylor Thomas driving, and a foul. I don't know if she was shooting or not. She gets fouled on the arm. Non-shooting foul coming up. Tabiona will take it underneath their the Rich Rebel basket on the near side. That one's on Taylor McKee. Smith guarding the inbound, up and over the top. Gracie Fabrizio, guarded by McKee. Sicily getting a couple different screens. Here we go, up at the very top. Taylor Thomas into the ball game. Here comes a reset. Abby Rhodes working at the very top of the arc, trying to work up against the Rich Rebel defense. Taylor Thomas for 3 on the right side wing after a kick out. No good. Good box out by the Rebels, and Ambria Lutz there for the rebound. Right side wing, Violet Taylor up to the top. Lutz has an open lane. No good on the 3. An offensive rebound by Smith. She puts that one up and in. Smith, offensive rebound put back, and there we go. Some more points for the Rich Rebels as they're trying to fight tooth and nail for them in this second quarter, 16-13. Tabiona's completely content with letting Abby Rhodes dribble the basketball at the very top of the arc, getting some screens. Rhodes floating away on the right side, outside the key, missing that layup. Here's Violet Taylor out to the top. Darlene Peterson, cross-court pass to the right side. Ambria Lutz dribbles off of her foot, out of bounds. Ambria just a little out of sorts at the very beginning of this ball game in the first half. Has not scored yet. Wanting to correct herself. Abby Rhodes. 1 minute remaining left here before halftime. The Rich Rebels are up by 3, 16-13. Relatively quiet continuation of the second quarter. Rhodes will step into a 3 again. That one off the front of the rim. Another defensive rebound by Mackenzie Smith. She's been huge in this game so far, putting in some Plains Tire points in the paint and just cleaning up the glass. And a big 3 on the near corner. McKee, dribble handoff for Lutz. Lutz over to the other side on the right side. Violet Taylor back over for McKee. McKee has a little bit of room, gives it to Mackenzie Smith. Smith from an assist from Taylor McKee, found herself again open on the right side block, put it off the glass and in. Smith has been huge in this ball game so far. instrumental in this lead, 18-13. Taylor Thomas, Cicely Fabrizio, back up for Thomas at the free throw line, off to the right. Abby Rhodes, offensive rebound, puts it up and in. 8 seconds left here in the ball game. 6. Taylor McKee running down the court, has to find room. Up for Darlene. Darlene for 3. Off to the left just a little bit. I'm just mimicking the crowd. That's what I was. Darlene misses that 3, and your halftime score here in our semifinal matchup. Rich Rebels 18, Tabiona 15. And we'll go ahead into our halftime coverage. What we've seen earlier on in this ball game, the Rich Rebels came out early and hot, went to an 11-0 lead, and then Tabiona has clawed their way back. Mackenzie Smith has been instrumental and huge MVP in the first half, being able to hit it from outside the arc as well as inside, and also cleaning off the glass. So far, Mackenzie Smith. We'll keep an eye on her and keep it going. Tabiona, very content to slow things down. They don't want to rush anything. They don't want to get out of sorts. They don't want to play into the hands of Rich and get sped up at all. Abby Rhodes completely content with wearing out her defender by getting double screens at the very top of the arc, working left or right, and kick out for 3s in the corners. And that's the plan for Tabiona. We'll come back here in just a minute. Hear from our sponsors on the Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports 98.3 The Wildlife.
If the idea of owning your own home in beautiful Bear Lake sounds like more than your finances can handle, visit the experts at Bear Lake Realty to learn how you can make it happen. Gary and Amber McKee at Bear Lake Realty can show you how to buy a home and rent it out, so it pays for itself while you enjoy it some of the time as well. And soon, you'll have your own place in the Caribbean of the Rockies. No one knows the market better, and no one else serves you better than Bear Lake Realty.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Welcome to our halftime coverage today. Brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com. Advertise where your messages will be seen during high school sports on the radio and online with MyLocalRadio.com. 7 minutes away from the start of our Epic Recreation third quarter, and our first half highlights today brought to you by the town of Randolph, Mayor and Town Council. Taylor McKee and Mackenzie Smith, your 1-2 punch for the Rebels right now, as they've been working in tandem, assisting to one another. Smith has been putting points in bunches at the moment. As for Tabiona, Abby Rhodes and a big 3 from Gracie Fabrizio. That's what we've been working with so far. Our band here from Rich High coming out to jam out with our fans in the arena. Everybody loves it. I love rock and roll. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and continue on with our break from our sponsors. We'll come back for keys of the game as part of our halftime coverage here at the UHSAA Mountain America Credit Union 1A state playoffs, our semifinal matchup between these two teams. We'll come back in just a minute on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Randolph, Utah is a town of extremes. At an elevation of 6,300 feet, with temperatures over 90 in the summer and often 40 below in the winter, the folks who call Randolph home have to be a hardy crew. Maybe that is one reason why the simple things in life mean so much to Rich County. Residents value hard work, education, a value for God, family, and country, and being a good neighbor. Mayor Sim Bell and the town board, Melanie Lim, Clay Barker, Brandon Hatch, and Frank Sano, support the Rich Rebels and hope that you can come back often.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
This is Gary McKee, inviting you to call Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888. Find out how you can be part of this beautiful area here with sandy beaches and private access, or the quickest way to get access to the marina in the Bear Lake area. You can have your own second home or a quarter share into those second homes for starting at $250,000, or you can start your own Airbnb investment and use it as well. Just call us and we'll teach you how to do that at Bear Lake Realty at 435-946-8888.
Sometimes you just start craving a really good, juicy burger. Add cheese, maybe some bacon, and all the fixins that make every bite even better than the bite before it. Add a side of hand-cut fries, onion rings, or crisp tater tots, and top it off with an amazing ice cream cone. Or maybe a raspberry shake. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. When your stomach is grumbling like an angry bear and your cravings call out, head right down to the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The place to eat and drink. Stop in today.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you will get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
In the state where life is elevated, live your life in a higher gear. Cash Honda Yamaha can help you enjoy our beautiful local terrain, whether it's in the valleys, mountains, snow, or water. So get out and enjoy all nature has to offer at a higher speed. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley to start living your life at your new speed. Visit us in Hyde Park, just north of Logan, Utah.
Rich Rebel fans, welcome back here for the conclusion of our halftime show today. Before we end here, let's talk about the keys for each of these teams. For the Rich Rebels right now, you can get Ambria Lutz started and add her to the plethora of other ball handlers and scorers for the Rich Rebels right now. It's just going to add another level of a blanket security for you. It's going to be good, and stay away out of foul trouble. Right now, if you can get Ambria Lutz going and stay out of foul trouble, you're going to be in good shape going into the second quarter. For Tabiona, right now, if you can start getting Abby Rhodes in and eliciting some fouls up against the Rich Rebels. Maybe get Brittany Lamborn in a little bit of trouble. Then you're going to be looking like you're in good shape. These two teams know each other very well, have great chemistry with one another, and come away with a great basketball product and entertainment every time they play. 36 seconds left here before we start our Epic Recreation third quarter. The Rich Rebels are up 18-15. And our band rocking Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Everybody in the arena absolutely adores it. A lot of Rich Rebel fans over here. A lot of youngins with last names on the back of their shirts. I'm seeing Corneas. I'm seeing Smiths. I'm seeing Westons. I'm seeing a lot of people. All right, here we go. Up and away we go. Starting lineup to start the second half here for the Rich Rebels as part of our Epic Recreation third quarter. Epic Recreation, make your vacation an epic one to remember. Rentals in Bear Lake, call 435-946-EPIC. That's 435-946-3742. Or you can find them on Facebook at epicrecreation.net. Tabiona inbound in for Abby Rhodes. They're going to go right to left on the near sideline here. Rhodes now up into the middle. Works it right for Sicily. Sicily fakes to Gracie on the far corner. Up for Strebel. Back over Fabrizio. Right side. Sicily at the very top. Dribbles, kick, Gracie. Inside looking for Abby Rhodes. Abby's trying to find a little bit of room. Sicily up and over the top of some defense from Mackenzie Smith. Kicked and touched out of bounds. It will go. Last touched by the Rebels. Rolls over top of Snow College on the baseline here. 30 seconds have ticked by already in our third quarter now. Sicily Fabrizio on the near corner. Trying to deny everything. Gracie Fabrizio off in front. Over the top and an offensive rebound by Sicily Fabrizio, and a foul here called on the Rebels as Sicily used some hops to get up and in there and grabs a foul from Darlene Peterson. Strebel over and over the top. Gracie Fabrizio gives it up for Sicily on the right side. Sicily triple threat, drives left, right in front of the free throw line. Up for Strebel again, Abby Rhodes. Deep breath, reset for the Tigers. Here comes that double screen again. Crossover left, kick out for three. Good by Strebel. A tie ball game between the Tabiona Tigers and the Rich Rebels. McKee calling out for her offense. Right side Smith on the right elbow, high above her head, a couple dribbles out to the left. Needs help. Out for Darlene. Darlene has been kicked out to the left side wing inside. Here's McKee up again for Smith. Out for Darlene just inside the arc. Darlene puts that one up and in. Darlene deadly just inside the arc on the far side. 20-18. Rich Rebels holding on to a little bit of a lead. Abby Rhodes, here's that double screen again. Lamborn trying to stop her. Rhodes slithering in and out. Right-handed layup, good. Tie ball game again. Lamborn, long pass from McKee. Gives it back to her right at the top of the arc. Gracie Fabrizio, a screen and roll from Darlene Peterson. Here's McKee, up and underneath, no good. Tipped out into the arms of Sicily Fabrizio. Defensive rebound, and now the Tabiona has a chance to take the lead for the first time in this game with any type of score. Sicily out for Gracie on the far corner. Gracie out there to extend the offense. Turnaround jumper, no good. By Madison Rhodes, collected by Darlene Peterson. Quickly down the floor, Ambria Lutz calling for a screen. She goes into the paint, floating away. A foul. Up and underneath, Abby Rhodes is going to put her arms in there and tangle up with Ambria Lutz. Only the first foul for Abby Rhodes in this ball game. Still tied 20-20. Ambria Lutz to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. We haven't seen a lot of people at the free throw line in this game. We might have a difference later on. As Ambria pushes that one just a little bit too long, bounces off the back iron, no good. 5:16 left in the third. Second one, also long, high rebound, no good, 0 for 2. Abby Lamborn up at the very top to meet here. Here comes that double screen again. Rhodes, cross-court pass over to Gracie. Gracie, couple dribbles inside, up to the top for Sicily. Pumps, left elbow, no good. Thought about it, pumped it, did not take it. Another reset, slow and methodical offense by Tabiona. They just want to free up somebody for a good shot. Rhodes gets up and around to kick out again for 3. This one long, no good. Mackenzie Smith with a rebound. Air ball by Gracie Fabrizio down the court. Lamborn, feed for Darlene. Kick out inside. Out for Lutz. Lutz didn't like it, so we get a reset for the Rebels. Right hand dribble for McKee, crossover left in front of Gracie Fabrizio. Hand off there to Lamborn, then to Lutz. Lutz spinning back into the paint. Nowhere to go. Pitches it back to Taylor McKee. McKee steps on the line. On the baseline, she drove. A turnover again. The Rebels a little bit slow. Just kind of moving in mud, sand right now. Can't get anything up. Good defense by Tabiona. Sicily through the half circle. Lutz way up at the top to meet her. Abby flashes to her right. Grabs the basketball. She'll set up, get a screen here from Madison. Double screen. Rhodes works left, doubles back up to the top of the arc. Out for Gracie. Then to Sicily. Sicily, left elbow. Back out again. Cross-court pass on the right side and a foul. No shot. Mackenzie Smith trying to work her way through a screen off the ball, away from the basketball. Ellie Argyle and Violet Taylor into the ball game. Mercedes Rhodes also checking in for Strebel. Inbound on the near sideline up to the very top for Gracie. Back to Sicily, who inbounded just moments ago. Sicily, right hand. Calm crossover to the left. Doubles back out. Mercedes on the left side, guarded by Argyle. Tigers totally okay with not taking any shots right now. They want to keep this thing close unless they have a good shot. Sicily doubling back, trying to get a screen. Kick out there for Gracie, up at the top for Abby again. Abby goes left across the screen, pumps the 3. Finds an open lady down in the block. Madison Rhodes left alone as they thought they were going to be a jump ball. Tabiona taking the first lead of the ball game. For them, 22-20. Rebels left for Darlene. Elbow. Right side wing, Argyle. She drives against Rhodes. Rhodes tips it away and deflects it out of bounds out the back line. We get a Crawford Trough inbound coming up as Pugmire comes in for Darlene Peterson. Rich has only scored 2 points all of the third quarter. What was falling in bunches at the beginning, McKee, short 3, no. Close defensive rebound by Abby Rhodes. Rhodes is going all the way down the court. Had an open teammate down underneath the basket, but did not see her. Sicily Fabrizio with the screen. Has the ball, working up atop. They're trying to wear out the Rebel guards right now, and it's working because the Rebels are trying to get the basketball. They're getting sick of all those screens at the very top. Inbound for Tabiona. Up for Rhodes. Here comes that double screen again at the very top of the arc. Rhodes goes left, inside feed, too far, no good, turnover. Looking for Mercedes Rhodes. Inbound from Pugmire to McKee. This game slowing down, very, very methodical offense by Tabiona, and Rich also kind of being infected with that bug as well. Driving left, kick out left side wing up to the top. Ellie Argyle now driving on her own. She lost the basketball, went out of bounds, a turnover. A little bit of man pressure from full court for the Rebels. Violet Taylor coming up to hound Rhodes. Abby Rhodes getting a screen on the left side, gives it up for Sicily. Sicily drives left, down perpendicular to the key. Kick out again for Rhodes. Rhodes crossover left, dribbling inside, left-hand layup, long. Pugmire, box out and a defensive rebound. Still 22-20. Violet Taylor, left side wing, feed for Pugmire. Pugmire caught up in traffic. Feed for Violet Taylor. She puts her body into Cicely Fabrizio. She was caught underneath the hoop. Another bailout again for the Rebels. Good luck as that ball almost went through the hoop underneath the basket, going inside out. Violet Taylor to the free throw line. Bear Lake Realty free throw line, that is. First shot high, arcing, no good, short. 55 seconds left in the ballgame. Rebels have only scored 2 points here in the third quarter. A free throw here could make it 3. Off the glass, no. 0 for 2. Rhodes right on top of the S. Crossover right. She's going to go her way right side wing up to the very top. A 3 taken from Tabiona. Back iron, no good. Pugmire, another rebound. Here comes McKee. Offensive call out from Coach Lundgren. There's 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Rebels are down currently. Tabiona up 22-20. McKee, right side wing, spinning around into the paint, up and good. Stellar footwork from Taylor McKee, tying the ball game up. 22-22 apiece. Abby Rhodes has to pick up her block, a timeout to bail her out. Coach Fabrizio in her own back court. 5 seconds left before the end of the third quarter. We'll take it on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports 98.3, The Wildlife.
Whether you're kicking up dust in the hills, making waves down on the lake, or taking advantage of the world's greatest powder, don't just hope to have fun. Take that sled by the handlebars and make your time at Bear Lake epic. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at beautiful Bear Lake. From watercraft large and small to UTVs, sleds, and more, Epic Recreation has it all to go on-road, off-road, or out on the Caribbean blue water. Book your adventure at epicrecreation.net.
5 seconds separate us from the end of the third quarter, and Tabiona is going to go ahead and have one shot at it. Inbound from the near sideline, way in their own back court. Cicely Fabrizio gets it with 3 seconds left. Cicely picks up her dribble, kicks it out. A 3 and a heave off the front of the rim, no good by Strebel. That's the end, and after 3 quarters, tie ball game. I mean, what did you expect? 22-22 all. We'll come back in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on 98.3, The Wildlife.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom body work when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
All right, let's go ahead and start our Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter with a tie ball game, shall we? 22-22, the Rebels have the ball first. Taylor McKee stutter steps out to the left, kick out for Ambria Lutz. Lutz going into the paint, cross court, out for Violet Taylor for three. Taylor rims out, no good. An offensive rebound by Pugmire. She's going to go back off the glass. That one's short. Tie up. Pugmire comes right in, swooping in. A jump ball, Mound Valley Cattle Company jump ball. That will swap possessions. It will go to Tabiona. We'll see if that comes back into play later on. Two really good looks in that three ball from Violet Taylor. Toilet bowled right out, no good. Cicely Fabrizio. Right at the top. And Tabiona has slowed this game down to a snail's pace, knowing that the Rich Rebels and the gaining of momentum benefit only the Rebels. So Tabiona wants to slow it way down. So Tabiona's going to keep it out and above the arc. Now a feed inside for Abby Rhodes. Rhodes collapsed on. Thought she walked with the basketball. Cicely stepping into a jumper. Rolls out, no good. Argyle, defensive rebound out to the left. McKee down the floor for Violet Taylor. Taylor trying to look for Pugmire, who saves it, bounces it off a Tabiona Tiger as she's flying out of bounds. That's an athletic move from Haiti Pugmire that saves the possession. Lamborn's coming in for Violet Taylor. 22-22, 6:51 left in the ball game. Lutz high up and above for McKee behind the back dribble, working up against Long. Here comes the screen from Pugmire. They're going to come up and hedge her over the top. McKee out to the right side wing. Three from Ambria Lutz. That one's good. Ambria making it count when she needs to. A T7 propane three. 25-22 from the right side. Cicely Fabrizio. Out to the right side for Gracie in the corner. Back for Fabrizio up at the top. Triple threat. Fabrizio splitting a double team into the paint. Here's a foul. No shot. Foul before the shot. That is. First one on Haiti Pugmire. Abby to inbound on the near side of the basket. Goes out into the small corner near side for Cicely Fabrizio. Cicely out to the top for Strebel. Back to Fabrizio on the left side wing and extended. Foul on a collapse on Abby Rhodes. Again, another foul given up by the Rich Rebels. That's going to push the foul count up to 5 for the Rebels. Another inbound inside, Abby Rhodes going up and underneath. Another foul. Rhodes went into the body. 3 fouls really quickly connected. That one's on Darlene Peterson. 6th team foul. One more will put Tabiona in the bonus, and I foresee that as being a key element to this game later on down the stretch. Rhodes, automatic on the first one, puts it up and in. Second one, good, bottom of the net. 25-24. Smith coming in for Argyle. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, fourth quarter, 6 minutes remaining. 1 point separates these teams. McKee just across the middle half-court line, goes out. No hurry whatsoever. Right side wing, Lutz. High up to her right side ear, cross-court pass over to McKee. Up to the top, Smith driving, kicking out. Lutz had room, decided not to take it. McKee steps into a three. Off to the right, no good. 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Tabiona with the basketball. Abby Long working up against Lamborn. Here comes the double screen again, up and underneath. Abby Driving, kicking, inside, move, and a layup, good. 26-25 now for Tabiona. McKee and Lutz, dribble handoff, up at the top, Lamborn, high above her ear, looking inside. McKee down past the baseline over on the far side, has the basketball again. Another reset, Lamborn works right. Lamborn, high arcing floater, foul on the shot. He's off balanced. Lamborn was a great distance away from the hoop. That was a little bit of a floater shot from her hip. A foul coming up, and Lamborn's going to go to the line. Long. Shoots right back out. No good on the first one. Second one. Good. Tie ball game, 26-26. Feel your heart thumping? Palms sweaty? 4:45 left here in the ball game, tie ball game. Rhodes, a screen up and over the top, a jumper, high, off the back iron, no good. Gracie Fabrizio falling down and a timeout. Coach Fabrizio takes it before the travel as she fell down onto the floor. We'll take it as well. Come back to you in a second on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Fourth quarter, Rich and Tabiona semifinal matchup, 26-26. Did you expect anything different? 4 minutes and 36 seconds remaining left here in the ball game. Inbound coming up for Tabiona on the far side of the basket in Rich Rebel territory. Cicely Fabrizio keeps it right at her hip, looking all around. Goes all the way up and over the top. Strebel climbs the ladder and grabs it, hands it off to Rhodes to reset. Abby Rhodes looking to get that screen crossover left. Jab, pulls it back out. Cicely Fabrizio, right side wing. She'll get a screen inside the middle. Cicely back up to the top. Drive and kick for Gracie. Gracie back up to the top for Rhodes. Double screen coming up. It's like you can read this like a book. Double screen coming up and away. Rhodes works over the top. Underneath, inside, jumper, back iron, no, shoots out. Smith, hands off to McKee. Here's McKee down the right sideline for Lamborn. Feed for Darlene Peterson, cross-court pass, out into the corner for Lutz. That one's off the front of the iron, then a foul. No shot. Put back by Brittany Lamborn. She shot in, got the offensive rebound, and a foul. That will keep possession for the Rebels. That was a good look for Ambria Lutz, just did not fall. Couple good looks for either team, and it just hasn't fallen. Likes to stay at 26-26. Crawford Trough inbound, near side of the basket. Smith gets the ball, right side wing. Backdoor cut, cut back for Ambria Lutz. Lutz, inside feed for Lamborn, dribbles off her foot. Ball again up for grabs. Last touch by Lamborn. Lamborn kicked it out of bounds, and now Tabiona will get it as it hit the standard underneath the basket. Just got collapsed on by a couple different Tabiona players. Rhodes calmly dribbling, crossover to the right. She'll go around the horn, kick out for Cicely. Cicely will get a screen here. Lamborn tried to poke that one away from Abby Rhodes. Rhodes driving left again into the body, and a foul. Two shots coming up for Abby Rhodes, who's been automatic at the free throw line for Tabiona. Foul on Brittany Lamborn, her fourth. Violet Taylor set to check into the ball game, assumably for Brittany. Rhodes short, uncharacteristic. I think that's her first miss from the free throw line in this ball game. Still 26-26, 3:04. One more free throw coming up for Rhodes. Uses every part of the rim and backboard and puts it in. Tabiona up. 27-26. Crossover into the paint. McKee's got an open layup. Puts it up off the glass. Wanted the and one. She gets the foul. Just didn't fall in on the layup attempt. So Taylor McKee will go to the free throw line, trying to match Abby Rhodes, or even better, from the free throw line. No good on the first one. Best you can do is a tie coming up here. Back iron, no good. Ball up for grabs in the corner. And a foul. Darlene Peterson really wanted to go after that, and they both did, a Tabiona Tiger and Darlene. They fell down, and Darlene fell on top of Madison Rhodes here in the near corner off of the long rebound, and that foul is going to put her at the free throw line. They're up 1-26. They're up 27-26. Just under 3 minutes left here in the ball game. Ellie Argyle is going to come in. That's Darlene's fourth foul. Madison Rhodes. Back iron, no good. Another foul. Rhodes got the offensive rebound and then tried to work her way back to the basket, and then she got a foul. That one on Mackenzie Smith. Coach Lundgren calls a timeout. We'll take it too. We'll come back. 2 free throws coming up for Abby Rhodes in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Rebels! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
To the line, Abby Rhodes. It's crunch time now. First shot up on the 1-and-1. Good. 28-26. Second opportunity for Abby. Rattles out, no good. We'll stay at a 2-point lead for Tabiona. 2:45 left here in the ball game. Taylor McKee gets a screen from Ellie Argyle. Kicks out for Ambria Lutz, who pulls back for 3 straight away. That one's good. What a big 3 by Ambria Lutz. That takes the lead, found some space, stepped back and took it home. Abby Rhodes going out to the right. Far out for 3. Gracie Fabrizio thought about it from outside in the corner. Abby driving in. Off the iron, no good. Here's another defensive rebound by Mackenzie Smith. Down the court, all the way. Violet Taylor pushing that shot. That one no good, far. had numbers. Violet Taylor decides to take that jumper. Was good in transition, looked good off her fingertips, just went a little bit too far. Cicely Fabrizio with the jumper of her own. That's off the front, no good, and the rebound there by Tabiona. Fabrizio going back again into the paint. Stripped away by Smith, right into the arms of Mercedes Rhodes, and a reset for Abby up at the top. Rebels up 29-28, 1:30 left in the ball game. Double screen again. Rhodes one-on-one versus Taylor at the top of the arc. Cicely coming in to free her up with the screen. Rhodes crossover left, then right. Out for Gracie. Gracie does not pull that trigger. Inside feed, Abby. A foul. Reaching inside, Mackenzie Smith. Her second one. Double bonus. Coming up for Tabiona. Abby Rhodes with 2 shots coming up. First one good. Tie ball game again. I think these are 2 evenly matched teams that are very good and just love to make it very theatrical at the end. Second shot coming up for Abby. Good. Taking the lead, Tabiona. 30-29. Brittany Lamborn coming in for Violet Taylor. Trading blows. Here's McKee with the basketball. We have 1 minute remaining left in the ball game. Tabiona up by 1, 30-29. McKee goes left, dribble handoff for Lutz. Lutz floating into the paint, a foul coming up. She was shooting, floating away from the paint. That one did not have a chance to go in, but Ambria Lutz has a chance at the line to get some points. 2 shots coming up for Ambria Lutz. Your heart racing? Because mine is. Here's Ambria's first shot. Good. Tie ball game, 30-30. I don't think I'm the only one here in the arena that's clenching their fists, maybe pacing a little bit. Second one. Good from Ambria Lutz. 51 seconds left in the ball game. Mercedes Rhodes comes up, takes it across the timeline. Here comes the Tigers into the paint. A layup short. Darlene Peterson with the rebound. McKee has some room. She has it. Getting it trapped in the paint and a foul. A foul, but a simultaneous timeout at the same time. We're going to talk about it. Timeout taken by Coach Lundgren before the foul. That was to bail out McKee. And it's a toss-up, a catch-22, because in that moment, a simultaneous foul at the same time as the timeout. You would love the foul, because then that would be 1-1 for Taylor McKee going to the line. Instead, no foul. The Rebels will keep possession of the basketball. They're up by 1, 31-30. A chance for a state championship at the line coming up in about 20 seconds. And you couldn't have written up a better narrative, a collision course between these two teams, splitting the series 1-1 in the regular season, both winning at home, now on a neutral court in the state playoffs. Impressive. Very, very impressive. Cody Olsen coming to you live here from the Sevier Valley Center. Either way, the girls are going to be playing tomorrow, whether that will be against Paiute in the state championship or if it will be against Panguitch for third place. It'll be happening tomorrow at the same time. The Rich Rebel boys will be playing at 1 o'clock, I believe. I'll have to double check with you in just a moment. For the consolation bracket championship against Wayne. All right, crunch time here for the Rich Rebels and the Tabiona Tigers. Rebels are going to inbound it here. This is a Crawford Trough inbound here on the near side of the basket, just on the left side of the half-court line. Lamborn out for Smith. Smith keeps it high above her head. Throws it back for Ambria Lutz. Ambria is going to have to dribble across And Coach Lundgren tried to call a timeout to bail out Ambria Lutz. That's going to be a turnover. The Tigers will have it back on the turnover. Rebels couldn't get it across the half-court line. Defense stands for Tabiona. A timeout taken by Coach Fabrizio. So Tabiona now with the basketball. We'll see what they can do. We'll come back in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Now you've got a safe and secure place to store your boat, RV, ATVs, and other vehicles right in town. T-Bar Body Shop offers storage for just $35 per month. Long and short-term storage options are available. Of course, T-Bar Body Shop also offers custom bodywork when you have an accident. We work with your insurance directly and get the job done right. T-Bar Body Shop offers a wide range of services. Stop in today and see all the ways T-Bar can serve you. 515 County Road, Evanston. Let T-Bar fix your car.
Inbound coming up for the Tabiona Tigers. They're down 1 point. Inbound here, up to the top for Abby Rhodes. Abby's going to get the screen, work her way around the arc to the left. Feed inside. Mercedes blocked by Darlene Peterson. Back up again. In for Tabiona. The layup. Good. 32-31. McKee in trouble and a foul. A foul call here. And Taylor McKee is going to go to the free throw line with 9 seconds left. Another timeout taken by Coach Lundgren simultaneously. No foul. They're going to take the foul away. 9 seconds left for the Rebels. Can they come up with a play? That's the second time in this game that a timeout and a foul have been called simultaneously, and it's worked, honestly, not in favor of the Rebels every time. So Coach Lundgren is going to go ahead and call this timeout. And the Rebels are down 31-32 to Tabiona after the initial block by Darlene Peterson. It was a putback, I believe, by Mercedes Rhodes. That brings them up. Yeah, no foul. They're going to rescind the foul call, and now the entire stadium's up on its feet. A timeout taken by Coach Fabrizio. We knew that it was coming. We'll come back in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Sometimes you just start craving a really good, juicy burger. Add cheese, maybe some bacon, and all the fixins that make every bite even better than the bite before it. Add a side of hand-cut fries, onion rings, or crisp tater tots, and top it off with an amazing ice cream cone. Or maybe a raspberry shake. Just thinking about it makes me hungry. When your stomach is grumbling like an angry bear and your cravings call out, head right down to the Crawford Trough in Randolph. The place to eat and drink. Stop in today.
Nine ticks of the clock left before the end of regulation. Tabiona on the little putback at the very end here. They're up 32-31. The Rebels trying to draw up something for points. And I don't know. I think, honestly, you're wanting probably McKee's been solid the entire game. You're going to want to have to free her up and just hope that she can dribble drive to the basket. At the very least, a foul called at the end, although a referee might swallow his whistle in this type of situation. The entire stadium is getting up on their feet in front of us here. Here comes the inbound, Crawford Trough inbound for Argyle. Lamborn's going to come up with it. Get it out to Argyle. Argyle, an offensive foul. Argyle drives into the body of Madison Rhodes, and our official's going to call it an offensive foul. And that's a heartbreaker for the Rebels. 5 seconds remaining left here. And an inbound coming up for the Tigers. Out for Gracie Fabrizio and a foul. That will take away a couple seconds off the clock. 2.6 remaining. Tabiona up by 1. And Gracie Fabrizio is going to go to the line for double bonus. Fabrizio, first shot, no good. Bounces out. Timeout taken, and guess what? If I was Coach Fabrizio, I'd tell Gracie to miss it on purpose. There's no way that the Rebels would be able to collect themselves and throw it up from full court with only 2 seconds remaining. That's a full timeout. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
For years, people from all over have counted on the competent staff and first-class facilities at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Consistently named one of the top rural hospitals in the country, Bear Lake Memorial Hospital provides a wide range of treatments, no matter what you need. Whether it be a simple visit to their expanded ER, a visit to their in-house MRI machine, or if you need more advanced treatments like chemotherapy or dialysis. The staff at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital cares about your health and will do everything they can to help you. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho, the most caring hospital on earth.
Gracie Fabrizio will go ahead to the line. Tabiona sent its entire team into their own backcourt. And guess what? You just got to think about this logically. Gracie Fabrizio just has to miss this on purpose. It falls down to the court. You just take away 2 seconds, and that's the ball game. Gracie's going to come to the line. Shoot off. Rebound. Full court heave. Mackenzie Smith too short. Tabiona advances. Good fight and a good rivalry matchup between these two teams. Tabiona at the very end will go ahead and advance on to the state championship. The Rebels will go ahead and play tomorrow against Panguitch. And I'll just go ahead and double check the time here. For the consolation championship, well, the third and fourth place game, that will be at 1 p.m. here in the Sevier Valley Center. For the boys, they're going to be playing at 11:30 a.m. at Richfield High School. So that is the end. Our post-game coverage coming up. Tabiona outlasts the Rich Rebels at the very end here, 32-31. Heartbreaker, but a good matchup between these two teams. Well earned by Tabiona. They're going to go on to the state championship. We'll come back in just a moment on a Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports.
Hello, this is Dr. McKay Frankham. As a dentist in Evanston for over 20 years now, my mission has always been to provide quality dental care for people of all ages at reasonable prices. I'm a detail-oriented person, and it's important to me to stay current on new dental procedures and protocols that can help my patients have the best experience and have the best results. Over the years, I've also worked to keep my overhead low so that I can pass those savings on to my patients. I believe everyone deserves quality dental care. Please call us today at 307-789-8910.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
As high school sports fans, we know that sometimes you have to drive a long way to get to the next game. If you find yourself on the side of the road, remember that Freeway Tire in Evanston offers service calls and roadside assistance 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It's a great idea to have your vehicle serviced, tires checked, and oil changed to make sure it's in top shape before your next long drive. Visit Freeway Tire today, your locally owned and operated tire shop. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Welcome into the post-game coverage between the semifinal matchup between Rich and Tabiona. Tabiona outlasting Rich 32-31 at the very, very end, making those free throws count. And we had some chances there to make it more interesting at the end. A couple just situations that just didn't develop, didn't happen for the Rebels, and sometimes that happens as a very good Tabiona team that deserves all the credit that they've gotten this year. 2 gritty wins back-to-back for Tabiona. Let's go ahead and start with our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. That's Jimmy John's 113 Front Street in Evanston, where Fresh and Fast meet. An 11-0 run at the very beginning of the ball game for Rich just kind of gets stifled as Tabiona slows down the pace very, very, very slow, and it takes away the momentum and the shooting touch for the Rebels in moments. Moving into the second quarter, Rich only able to score a few points going into halftime, 18-15. At the end of 3, 22-22 all, and then our final score, Tabiona 32-31. Tabiona comes back in this ball game to upset the Rebels here. Play spoiler. Let's go ahead and dip into our precision play of the game. That's Dr. McKay Frankham providing precision family dentistry at affordable prices. Call 307-789-8910 today. The precision play of the game would have to go to Taylor McKee. Multiple times driving into the paint as Rich Rebel stalled. The Rich Rebel offense tended to stall at certain points. Taylor McKee takes it upon herself to drive into the lane, gets fouled and won multiple times, and keeps her team out in front for the majority of the ball game. That's our Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Now, last but not least, our LSR refrigerated player of the game, we'll have to give that to Mackenzie Smith. Smith did it on the boards. She did it in the points department. She did it on defense, and she was solid all game. Very consistent for the Rebels. Did exactly what she needed to do in order to put the Rebels in position. At the very end, she had that chance for that full court heave. Didn't have enough mustard on it as it fell a little bit short. And that is the end of our ball game. Again, wrap up here, Tabiona outlasting Rich 32-31. Rich will play for third place tomorrow at 1 p.m. against Panguitch here in the Sevier Valley Center. The boys at 11:30 tomorrow for the Consolation Championship. Cody Olsen wishing you all good luck. It's already evening time. I can't believe it. A lot of basketball has been played this week. A lot of really good basketball. As the boys now come out onto the courts, I believe this is Bryce Valley. And goodness, I cannot see. Bryce Valley is going to be up next to play. And from the Sevier Valley Center, I say thank you. Drive safe. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow for some more basketball at the end of this. And as always, go Rebels.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this Bear Lake Community Health Center presentation of Rich Rebel Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Rebels!